Okay, so what's your story?
The story is me here in the station. I was, it was my freshman year, and I was on promotions first semester, and then I was sub DJ, just like taking over a shift, or not really a full shift, just like halfway through the semester, like, hey, take the shift, and so I stuck with it the rest of the semester. And that was the semester that we had Lawrence experienced a microburst that like tore roofs off of stuff off the Jayhawk Boulevard. Like, I remember friends in studio, like in Marvin, like things were trashed inside the building. Like, people had left windows open, things were trashed. And I got up that morning, it was like a Sunday morning, and I get up, and there were, it was cloudy, and I didn't realize this was going to happen. So I was going to do my show at it was like 8 o'clock in the morning. I left at like 7:30, I get here, and maybe half an hour into the show, the power goes out. And I'm like, well, what's happening? I don't know what to do. I just started doing this. And so eventually I called Andy, our advisor at the time. He eventually showed up. I think I probably called the station manager at the time. I think Courtney was still station manager. And it was funny because, there's a power supply here that lasts for like half an hour. So I didn't even realize that this was happening. For like half an hour, I'm just like DJing to nothing. The transmitter had been ripped down. So that was the semester we had to replace the transmitter that was on not West Campus. Like, it was on our campus, like the main campus. We had to replace it with the new one that's now at West Campus. And so I was DJing to nothing. The power supply went out eventually because I didn't know what was happening. So I just kept doing my thing, and so I'm sitting there in the dark, and then eventually Andy shows up, and he said, "Oh, there's rain, it's crazy microbursts." Like, on my dorm, I was in Temple at the time. The air conditioner, whatever units on top of the roof, flew off, and there was wind and rain craziness. And he gets there and I'm like, "Didn't you hear any of this?" I'm like, "I heard nothing. This thing is built solid. This thing, it's 100 years old. It's limestone. This isn't going anywhere. I don't know why we have to leave because." Well, I mean, I know I have to leave, but I mean, this building ain't going anywhere unless you rip it down. So, really, I saw, the clouds coming here, but after I entered this building, I had no idea that there was a microburst happening outside until Andy told me, just to, head back, and then I go back to Temple, and there's cars crushed by these rooftop units, and I'm like, well, what happened? Like, I had no idea that this was, that when I had entered the station, I would be experiencing all this wreckage and destruction that when I left it was very, very strange. But it's a good building, and it protects you well. So if you ever need to if you're in a storm and you need somewhere to go, if you're around here, go to the shack, because it will protect you no matter what.
Awesome.